Hi, everybody. Hi, this is Lexi over at the Podunk Paper File. I have missed you guys. I have missed you so much. Been going through some stuff. Took a little bit of time off, but I'm back. I want to come back and start making videos for you guys again because I miss you guys. I've had quite a few people check in on me, and I haven't even mustered up the drive to respond to some people. I've been going through some stuff. I don't really want to talk about it, but yeah. So I've missed you guys. Thank you so much for checking in on me and making me feel like I'm cared about by people that I don't even know, but I guess know me well enough to care, so thank you. I'm gonna get emotional. Thank you. So anyways, so I wanted to come back and make a journal with you. And I love bees. I see bumblebees every day and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cute, and they're in my flower garden, they're everywhere. So I wanted to make a bumblebee themed journal. I grabbed some coffee dyed paper. This is coffee dyed lined paper for a variety. Coffee dyed scrapbook paper, more variety. This is cardstock, but it is the cutest. It's got the cutest stuff in it. My favorite thing ever is right here. Oh, here you are. You're the bee's knees. I'm doing fine, okay? Anyway, I don't know what some of the other ones say, but these are just so cute. I had to, and I got this at a warehouse, so I couldn't even tell you where they sell it. Got that. And I have, this just came out of a scrap paper, but I thought with like the barns and they're blurry, but it's just so cute. I wanted to use it. And then my friend, my favorite person in the whole world, her name is April. She sent me these for a happy mail. And they're just the cutest. She knows how much I love bees. She also sent me the cutest little thing full of buttons, and there's some ribbon in there. And she also sent me this really pretty Tim Holtz bumblebee. And because of all this, I was like, I have to do something with this stuff. It's so cute. I've had it just sitting here for months, and yeah. So anyway, so I have that. And I bought more because, it's so cute. I had to have more. April has her own YouTube channel she started. It's just flip through of her cute books and stuff that she's done, and I don't know what else is on there. I haven't checked on it lately, but she always comments below. It's April's Acrylics. So find her and watch some of her videos. She is just cute as a button. I absolutely adore her. She's such a great friend. And come on. I don't care if this paper cost her 40 cents or 70 cents or how many cents it cost her. It meant the world to me, okay? So it's just, anyway, it was so thoughtful and cute. I'm not gonna lie, I bawled when I opened it up. I was like, because I cry over everything. But anyway, I liked this because it had honeycomb, if you look up close. This is out of a Fedco Seeds book, and I thought I could use that in the journal somewhere. And then I've got some leftover fabric here. And then I kind of got prepared. I think this will be my spine because I've already used this fabric to make other bee journals, but I just wanted to come back and talk to you guys. I know a few people had been checking up on me, so I just had to reach out and just say, hey, I'm all right. And I already cut this. So what this is chipboard. I got it off of Amazon. It comes in a 12 by 12 sheet. I cut it. This is 6 by 9, and this one's 6 by 9. And this one's 9 by 2. Yes, 9 by 2. Okay. The reason why I do it this size is because 8 by 11.5 paper is the standard size for printer paper and coffee dyed paper. So it ends up fitting in your journal just right. See? Okay, so that's why I do that. And then I decided I would use this bee fabric again that I got at Joann's about a year or so ago. It's the cutest thing ever, and I just have to use it more. I just need it. I need my own bee journal because these are cute. Now, I'm going to struggle to grab things. I been doing self-care and getting my nails done and my hair and stuff like that. Self-care kind of stuff. My husband's like, go get out of the house and do something for yourself. And I'm like, it's been a hard couple months. My daughter's health really took a plunge. She has anxiety, and it just makes her so sick. And then, it makes me feel bad, like I'm doing something wrong. And, it gets you, if you're a mom, I promise, I bet you understand. There's something that I said there that you understand. So anyway, so I'm going to line this up and I'm going to trim. And when I say trim, I'm going to rip rip around it, because in the end the edges will be covered up anyways. So I'm going to leave about, I'll probably leave about 1 inch to 1/2 inch all the way around. Cut it to about there, and it'll rip straight. ASMR. Just kidding. If you don't know what ASMR is, you're lucky, because you're not a parent, or you're only a grandparent, or you just, anyway. My kids are like, ASMR like helps me chill, man. And I'm like, cool, dude. You know, that's so rad, dude. And they're like, shut up, Mom, you're not cool. And I'm like, I know, you're not wrong. I used to be cool. Back in the day, I was so cool. And they don't believe me, but I was pretty cool. I swear. Okay, so now I got my pieces laid out. And, ooh, that's going to be so cute. Now I'm going to glue them down. I'm going to keep the 6x9 on the inside because the paper will cover it better. Going around the edges and then in the middle. Okie dokie. Oh, I feel like I should flatten it so it doesn't make like glue marks on the front. I know it doesn't make a huge difference and I probably can cover them, but I just don't want to have that. Put these down. Okay, and then next piece I'm gonna leave about 1/8 of an inch is usually how much I leave, so that when the book closes, it has room to close. It won't like get all up in itself if it's right on top of each other. So I leave just a gap there. Look, it's like, use me. I'm like, I know, dude, I've been gone a while, but guess what? I'm back. My husband's like, you need to start making videos again. I'm like, I know. Yeah. So anyways, how's everybody? I've missed you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I've been talking about chill out. I just have been doing other stuff, trying to cope. Yeah, so we were gonna buy another house, okay? And they do this thing where they tell you what lots are becoming available. They walk you through like the model homes. And the housing market in Utah right now is ridiculous, you guys. Like, it takes so long to find a house that you like. Like, there's nothing for sale. Nobody's selling their houses right now, but if they are, the equity, right, the loans are so high. So we were going to buy a 4-bedroom house. It was going to be upstairs, downstairs, basement. The basement was not going to be finished, and with builder grade material, which is like cheap carpet, cheap everything, it was going to cost us $628,000 for a house. And that's fairly cheap in the market in Utah right now. And well, we were going to do it. We found the house of our dreams. We were super happy about it. And they called us and they said, okay, it's available. First come, first serve. There's 3 of you guys. So the first person to get here gets the house. Well, I had been waiting by the phone for 2-3 weeks, not leaving my house, not doing nothing, waiting for them to call. I finally go up to Draper to the aquarium with my family and my grandpa, so the kids could hang out with their Grandpa Gray and, you know, whatever. She calls us when we're up there. I was like, and on the way up, I was like, I know she's going to call. I have a feeling. Yep, sure enough, she called, and somebody beat us to the house by 10 minutes. 10 minutes, they got the house. So they're like, oh, well, this other one's coming soon. And I'm like, yeah, but that other one isn't what we want, you know, because I had it. I'm like, this first come, first serve thing is just garbage, you know, like makes people scramble and just, that rubbed me the wrong way, but whatever, you know, so that's how they're doing their business, whatever. But in the end, I'm actually kind of glad that that happened, because my grandpa decided that he doesn't want to move in with us, right? Because he likes his independence. He doesn't want to live down here. He's lived up north his whole life in Utah, northern Utah, and he just doesn't want to be down here with me. And I'm like, all right, you know, I'm cool with that, whatever. So he decided that he wasn't going to move in with us, so we just decided to remodel our own house, because we have a lot of equity built up in our home, and so we decided to pull out some of that and remodel. So my new kitchen cabinets are coming on Tuesday, and I told my husband, I said, the only reason I even want a new house now is because I hate our kitchen. One day I'll show you guys my kitchen, but it is horrible, and yeah, so I'm getting a new kitchen. All right, so now we've got this. We're to this point, and what I want to do next is, what do I want to do next? Oh yeah, fold the corners. Corners in, and then you fold the, try to make this square so that it'll, when it comes together like this, it'll look nice-ish. Can you see that? My ADD really is out there. My doctor's like wanting to prescribe me medicine for it, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. But then he's like, okay, but I have to do blood work. Look at, oh, I don't know if you can even see. He did some blood work. The Band-Aid ripped off, and it gave me bruises here and here, but the needle mark didn't. But the Band-Aid gave me bruises. I couldn't believe it. I was like, ugh. And then he's like, you're really low on B12 vitamin. And I'm like, wow. Want to know how I know I'm getting old? I have to take vitamins now, you know? Because he's like, anyway. This whole aging thing has not been my favorite thing ever. Then he's like, oh, maybe you have sleep apnea, because I've been so tired all of the time, you guys. Like, I couldn't even get out of bed for a couple weeks. Like, I did because I have kids and I have to, but like, I was in my bed if I didn't have to be awake. Like, and not even up, just in my bed watching whatever, you know? And he's like, are you anemic? And I'm like, yeah, but I take iron supplements because I'm old and I have to. And he's like, well, maybe you've got sleep apnea. And I'm like, maybe I do. I have gained a lot of weight in the last few years, and talked to him about that too. And I'm like, ugh, I'm sick of being fat. He's like, he just kind of looked at me like at no comment, you know, like, what are you even trying to say to me right now? I'm like, oh. He's a good egg though. And it's so, yeah, anyway. So, kind of glad that the whole mask mandate is over here in Utah. COVID is, in the election, oof. I'm just going to say that I'm not happy with the outcome of our election for 2021. Anyways, that bothered me too, and I kind of was just like, oh no, it's going to be the end of the world, man. Antichrist. Just kidding, I wasn't actually thinking that. Remember when Obama came into office and everybody's like, he's the Antichrist? Yeah, I don't think so, guys. It probably, there's that. Okay, so now we've got this, and I like to, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm kind of pulling it tight around the edges so that it'll be tight around the outside out here. And, oh my gosh, is that not the cutest stinking thing ever? I love this fabric. Okay, and the next thing that we need to do is we need to decide what's going to be the inside cover, like what we want to put in here. So I need to make it, so if these are 6 by 9, I want to do it 5 and 3, measure this to be 5 3/4 by 8 3/4. So I'm just going to write that down. 5 3/4 by 8 3/4 on each side. So I'm going to make 2 of those for the front and the back cover. And the first thing I like to do is cut it down because it's going to be 8 3/4 inches tall. So I cut that first because I want the pattern to be up and down, not side to side. So I'm going to cut 8 3/4 first, and then I'm going to turn and cut 5 3/4 once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3/4. And then I'm going to slide this in and do 5 3/4 again because it's 12 inches long wide. So you're going to have 1/2 inch of that, whatever, 1/4 inch, I don't know. Okay, cute, cute, cute. So that'll go here. I'm going to round the corners first. And I kind of just want to kick back because that's a really busy pattern, which isn't quite my style normally, but we can tone it down with pockets and stuff. Okay, so that's, okay, I'm liking that a little bit more. Now let's go around with some Distress ink. Okay, hopefully this didn't dry out in the last, oh no, nope, it did not. In the last, I don't know, 3 to 6 months. I don't know how long it's been since they've even made a video. I think I might do a vignette. It's where you hit, it's like where you darken around the edges. I think I might do that just to knock back some of that, you know, wildness here. Yeah, that looks good. See the difference that makes? I feel like it makes a big difference. And I'm probably actually going to go around again with black in some spots just to make it look a little more aged. Even though it's modern print, but whatever. We do what we want here. We do what we want in Lexi's house. Unless you're a child, then you do what Lexi wants. Or if you're Lexi's husband. Just kidding, just kidding. Sorry, babe, love you. I don't think he watches my videos because, like, he just doesn't like listening to me ramble, you know? He already has to live with that, so, like, you know. But he, like, if he'll, I'm sure, who knows? He might watch them. I watch some of his work videos. So he works for a plumbing company here in Utah, and he helps people when their sewer lines back up because they're broken or whatever. He goes out and tells them what their options are to fix or replace or repair or whatever their sewer lines, right? So he has a pretty big and important job because you can't live without sewer and plumbing. You can't. You can go without electrical. You don't want to go without heat and air conditioning, but you can. But I mean, going without plumbing, without running water and like being able to flush your toilet, that's just like, you can't. I don't know how anyone could anyway. And so I feel like he does really important work and he helps people for a living, which I think is awesome. He's pretty much the most amazing human being I've ever met in my life. Don't tell him I said that, but I love him to death. And so he will, once he decides what work needs to be done and he gauges everything with his instruments, the sonar down through the, let me fix you guys, ground where the line is and needs to be dug and the trench and everything like that. He makes videos just to tell the crew that's coming out exactly what to do, and he shows them around the yard and through the house and whatever. And he uploads those to YouTube, and it's just like a closed channel. I'm sure anybody could watch it if they really wanted to, but I follow it and I actually do watch a lot of his uploads because I think they're so cool and fascinating. Like, I think it's cool, you know, what he does, how he helps people for a living. That's pretty neat to me. So I enjoy watching his videos and see what he does every day. Plus, I used to work there at Any Hour too. So this is Distress ink in black soot. I'm just gonna put some of this around the edges. But yeah, it's cool to see what he does. And I used to work there too, so I get really excited seeing him help people because I used to do that too. And like, not the same, but I was a dispatcher for all those guys that worked in doing that, and I miss them and they miss me, I think. Every time I see them, they're like, Lexi, come back. And I'm like, no, I have to take care of my babies. Unless you want to babysit them, then I'll come back. Okay. I just wanted to darken the edges a little bit more, so I ran around with Blackfoot again. Now, I think that what I'm going to do is I am going to put this down first, and then I'm going to put those down, because now I really like them. Because I gave him a little razzle-dazzle. Razzle-dazzle. My mom is like, what is razzle-dazzle? I'm like, Mom, you're so old. She's like, I am too. Oh my gosh. My kids are not allowed to call her grandma. They have to call her Grams. And they do. They do. When are we going to go see Grams? Never. Once a week now. We see her once a week. That's how often. And before we didn't really see her as much. But I've been going and seeing my mommy more. Because I'm a mama's girl. I'm kind of, yeah, I'd say I'm a mama's girl. I like both my parents though. They're pretty cool. I'm lucky I have them both still. I just have my one grandpa left. He's the last one. And I do not want anything to happen to him. And we were doing a trust for his house and everything like that. Filling out all that paperwork and talking to lawyers about that kind of stuff. And the lawyer's like, well, we want to start the Medicaid. You know, it's like a 5-year thing. And my grandpa's like, oh, I'm not going to be here in 5 years. And I started bawling and I said, yes, you are. And they're like, the reality of the situation is he probably won't be around for the next 5 years, in the next 5 years. And I was like, not having that. I was like, nope, you're not going to tell me that. No. You're not going to say that about my grandpa. No. Like Bailey Sarian. Nay, I say. I love her. If you don't know who Bailey Sarian is, then she is, if you like murder documentary stories, she does Murder, Mystery, and Makeup Monday. That's how she says it on her show. But I freaking love her. And she tells stories about murders and murderers and like their upbringings and like, you know, what they were like and as kids and blah. She tells all these stories while she does her makeup, and I just love watching her. I think she's so cool to watch because, you know, I love watching people that are psychopaths, like, because it's interesting. It's interesting to me that there's people out there that are just freaking nuts, you know? Like, I think I'm a little bit crazy and off the wall, but, like, not like that, you know? Like I would not hurt a soul. I would not hurt no one, not once, not never. Like, I don't even spank my kids, you know? You're not even allowed to these days, but I don't anyways. Sometimes I would like to. And at those times, I'm like, okay, time to go to your room. Bye. See you later. I love my babies. They mean the world to me. Okay, so we got some extra strings here. Bandits. Oh my gosh, okay. So I have to tell you some good things that have happened. My little boy has made a friend, and she lives right next door to us, over on that side. And she's a year younger, so she's 4. She's got hair down to her little bum, and she is just the cutest little thing. Well, I call her Bandit, and because she comes over one day, right? And she's like, I'm gonna have a snack. Well, her mom doesn't want her over here eating all the junk and candy and stuff and then going over there all hyped up because she acts a certain type of way. So I respect her mom, you know, and I, like, she can have, I'll give her different snacks instead of sugary sweets, you know. But this one day she like goes in and gets a Rice Krispie treat. One for her and one for Levi. And then I was like, no, Cash, you can't have that. Your mom said you can't have it, remember? And she's like, no, I'm gonna have one. And she like grabs it and like runs. Like she tries to run outside. I was like, you are a snack bandit, dude. So now I call her Bandit. And they call her Beans, and it totally fits her. She's the cutest. Oh, I love that little girl. She has brought some light into this home. And then Levi and her are thick as thieves, you know. And it's nice because they'll go over there and then they'll come over here. So me and her mom both get breaks. Okay, so now we have to decide book corners. Do we want to do silver? Would silver look good? I hardly ever use silver. I usually use this bronze color because it just matches everything. So that's what we'll do. You can get these on Amazon, packs of like 50 of them. I also have gold that I don't ever use. I like gold on, I don't know. I mean, the silver would look good, but this looks better for that vintage feel, you know? But if I ever order book corners again, I will just get the bronze because honestly, I don't think I've used those other colors ever. And I've made a lot of journals in the last little while, in the last couple of years. Aunt Nan, sweet Aunt Nan. Poor Aunt Nan. Aunt Nan is who got me into junk journals and introduced me to the junk journal world. And she's actually a friend of mine's aunt. And I found her on Facebook because I got nuts and I was like, I gotta find Aunt Nan. And anyway, I went to her house and bought a couple of journals that are just beautiful. Like, oh my gosh. And anyway, so now Aunt Nan and I would say we're friends, you know, distant friends. And I follow along, and her poor husband needs a liver transplant, and he just goes through it. I mean, that poor guy. And poor Aunt Nan, she's going through stuff. She had a knee surgery and all kinds of stuff. And I see her. I see you, Aunt Nan. I'm worried about you. I hope you guys are going to be okay. If you need anything, you can reach out. I'll come over and hang out if you just want some company. But yeah, sweet Aunt Nan. And Aunt Nan, let me just describe her to you guys. First of all, she's beautiful. She's got long hair and she streaks it. And she's not like, she wasn't what I had expected. She's a lot younger and a lot, I don't know, just more down to earth than I had anticipated. And she's just as sweet as a button. Love Aunt Nan. Oh yeah, book corners. So this is my least favorite thing to do is put book corners on books. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just annoying to me. I hate it, but I love the way it looks, so I always do it. Cause you gotta get them in there and you gotta squeeze them on. So this is a jewelry clamp tool that I found at Joann's in the jewelry tools section, and it really helps with these book corners to get them just right. Because it doesn't like put dents and dings in them like a normal set of pliers might if you're not careful. All right, because I needed 5 book corners. Lexi, come on. Where's your head at? Freaking space, man. My husband, like, I went to the dentist today and got my teeth fixed because I had cavities on top of everything else. I had cavities, which is awesome, right? So I had to have them filled. Well, my face, like, I could not make a kissy face. I looked like a freaking fish. I looked so stupid. And he was like, not any different from what you normally look like. I'm like, you're funny. Yeah, I tell him all the time. You guys probably think I'm so weird, and I am so weird. My mom told me that today. She's like, you're so weird. And I was like, yeah, but if I wasn't weird, would life be as fun as it is? No. I make life better by being weird. And if people don't like it, then they just can look at the other direction, you know? That's how I feel. Live my life for me, not you, homies. All right, so... Man, I forgot how much I love Fabrifix and doing this stuff and just jabbering with you guys. I recently reconnected with an old friend about, I don't know, 12 years ago, 13 years ago. We were thick as thieves. Best friends. And then when I got pregnant with Levi, well, then I got a boyfriend and then she got a boyfriend and we kind of, you know, life started happening and blah. Well, I moved down here, which is really far away from where she currently lives, and we stopped talking for a little while. Well, we have reconnected and man, Oh boy, have I missed her. So her daughter is 8 and she is the funniest thing. So I go up there one day and we used to call each other wife because I was like, God, you're like my wife. I have to pay for everything for you. And so that was the joke. And I called her wife for the longest time. And so we were kind of telling her kids about that. And she's like, so if you're my mom's wife, I'm like, yeah, you can call me Aunt Wife. She's like, no, I think I'm supposed to call you stepmom. I was like, oh my gosh, kid. Oh, kids, man. They come up with the craziest stuff. All right, so now I'm going to figure out what I want to do for my signatures. Because sometimes I'll put a thing right here, but I don't think I want to. I think I really like it just as it is. And of course I need to decorate the front, but who knows how we're going to do that, right? I wish I could find something like this, but a bee. I've looked. I got these at Hobby Lobby, and a bee would be so cute, but this camper trailer is pretty cute. Dragonfly is great, butterfly awesome, not a bee. Not what I want. So, okay. Now I gotta pick signature pages, which I already had a stack over here. Thankfully, I prepared a little bit. Ooh, these would be cool as signature pages. I was thinking I'd just make stuff out of them, but no, I'm going to use them as signature pages now because they're freaking cool. And they have the cutest art and stuff in them. Oh, yeah, great idea. Okay, so these, I'm going to fold these. I wonder if I have any field guides with bees in them. I bet I do. I bet I do, and I could probably find some of that. Oh, my allergies are kicking my trash today. Boy, I say it, boy. Foghorn Leghorn, guys. Ugh. Talk about old cartoons. The other day I was talking to my kid about something and she was like, what? She didn't know what I was talking about, and I could not believe it, but I don't remember what it was. But I remember it blew my mind because I was like, you don't know what that is? What am I doing as a parent? I need to teach you things. Oh, children. Oh, I love this page. It's so cute. Looks like seed packs. Grateful for all you do. Thinking of you. Seeds for your garden. Hello there. Forget me not. Kindness is contagious. I'm not gonna cry, you are. So now this page is so cute. Maybe I'll cut it in half and use it as two different things. Does that make sense? Because I like the blurred out barn on there. So maybe I'll, well, I could cut it in half, yeah, and do 2 pages, right? So we'll cut it this way. I should have cut it the other way first, but it's all good. And then I'm going to cut it at 11 inches this way so that, ooh, don't want to cut off that barn, make sure. Yep. 11 inches. Like that. Now when we put it in our signature, we can have this one somewhere. And then this one will be somewhere. And maybe I could even put it in the middle of a signature. Because I know it's blurry, but I just like the idea of it. Okay, now we're going to use these bad boys. So should I do the same thing with these pages, or should I do them like full pages? Oh, I like having these, and you can stagger them, you can put them in, you don't have to just put it right in the center. You can also put it up here or down here and have them staggered throughout there. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to take these 3 to start and put these off to the side because I might want to use those for another part of the project. Who knows? Maybe I should just put them in there. I don't know. Who knows anything? Does anybody know anything about anything? Yeah, me either. One of my favorite neighbors moved away. Actually, my very favorite neighbor moved away. Her name's Tiffany, and I miss her. I was so weird to her. I'd drive by, and I'd just be like, out the window, you know? And she'd be like, hey, you know? You gotta have a weird friend, man. I'm the weird friend usually, but she was weird with me, and it was fun, you know? I like having fun, weird friends to be weird with. It's my jam. Should I make a part 2, guys? I feel like this is already 45 minutes long. Like, who's going to want to hang out with me this long? If you have already been hanging out this long, thank you. I appreciate you staying, spending time with me. My crazy shenanigans. Ugh. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut it down to 11 inches. This way. And then we'll cut it in half. I gotta keep the scraps, right? Oh, yes. You guys, if you saw my scrap bin, I actually want to make a video to go through my scrap bin just to give myself some motivation to do it because it is bad. It is full. And I need to go through it because I'm sure that there's stuff in there that just needs to be tossed. I need to just like bite the bullet on it and just toss it, but it's hard, you know, it's just hard. Oh, this is that paper. It's just, oh, it's so cute. I don't think these are bees. Are these lightning bugs? Bees, if I say they're bees. Bees, because I said so. That's why. But really, though, I think they're lightning bugs, but they're cute, and I don't care. They're part of my world now. Like the Little Mermaid, baby. I'm just sitting in a room by myself, just chatting it up, like woo boo boo. Yep, that's what I do when I'm hanging out with y'all. I'll tell you who talks to themselves more than anybody I know. My kid, my daughter. She has full-blown conversations with herself in the shower, like just and in the bathroom. Like she thinks I can't hear her, but I can totally hear her every time, and I think it's cute, but it also is kind of funny to me. I like laughing at her, making fun of her, because, you know, what kind of mom are you if you don't make fun of your kids, you know? Oh, so anyways, now, should I put some of these cardstock pieces in my signature? I don't like doing that because when you fold it in half, it acts a fool, so I don't like to do that. Okay, so listen, I'm going to call this good for our first part. We'll have to do a part 2 to actually install these into the book. That, or I'm just going to put them in the book, and because I've shown you guys how to do it a million times, I'm going to just put them in the book and then I'll make another video. But I've really enjoyed this time with you guys. I know that I've been distant and I've not been making videos, but I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do things that I love, that I know I love, and do the self-care and everything like that. So thank you again for hanging out with me. You can, if you want to be notified when I make new videos, there's a bell down at the bottom, and just turn on your notifications, and then whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. So thank you for checking on me, and thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys again soon. I promise. Bye.